So let me tell you all a quick story about Vice News. Remember Vice News? I know, they don't matter. I allowed them to come and do a piece on me in the war room about 7 months ago now. I knew it would be a hit piece, of course. I'm a professional. But I also knew anyone with a brain would see through the hit piece and see the beauty of the war room and want to join. So I allowed them to come do a hit piece. And then I got interviewed by Piers Morgan. Ah, look, they're calling. It's our friends from Vice, but he can wait. Then I got interviewed by Piers Morgan, and he came at me hard, and all of the comments were saying, bro, Tate's a G. The Matrix tries to tell the world that everyone hates me, but the truth is, everyone actually loves me. So when Piers tried to come for me hard, expecting to be a hero, he was actually attacked, and he felt like, oops, I made a mistake, which stopped Vice releasing their hit piece. Because they called me and said, hey, still calling. They called me and said, hey, we want to film some more. We feel like we didn't get the other side of the story. Basically, we want to undo the hit piece and do the fair journalism we were supposed to do in the first place, because now we realize making a hit piece on you doesn't work out well for us. Then I went to jail because I got Matrix attacked. And they thought, he's a bad guy now, we can do a hit piece. And they released a hit piece. And nobody believed it. And just like I said, everyone saw through it, saw it was garbage, to the point where Vice had to turn the comments off because everyone was insulting them. They even falsely edited me stuttering. When have you ever seen me stutter on any video ever? To try and make me look frustrated, like I've been caught out by this dork called Matt. So they released a hit piece, and it was totally detrimental for them. Nobody believed them, bombed their reputation even worse. Vice used to be something, and now they're completely off the deep end. Nobody gives a shit about them. Complete Matrix propaganda. So then I get released from jail. And now, Matt from Vice is begging me for another interview. Calling me every day, begging me. Please, please, please. So I've decided, because I'm such a nice man, most people have a hit piece done about them, and they don't talk to that organization anymore. But I'm so nice, I'm gonna have a conversation with Vice News. We're gonna talk to them. We're gonna talk to Matt, and message him. Again, I said, an instruction. Again, like a little dog. So we're gonna wait for Matt to call us, and we're gonna hear what Matt has to say about the fact that they were dishonest, and they weren't particularly good at, oh look, again, please Mr. Tate, geeks. Well, if it isn't Matt,
Andrew, hey.
Mr. Honest Journalism.
Yeah, that's how I like to think of myself. How are you? Are you in your house?
It's a shame nobody else thinks of you that way, Matt. That's why you have to turn off the comments on your little video.
Are you at home? Congrats on your being released under house arrest.
Thank you.
What do you think is next?
Well, it's a beautiful reality, Matt. It's a beautiful life, and I'm clearly one of God's chosen ones. And I'm here to spread a positive message and continue with my mission to prevent the degeneracy which is purported by organizations like Vice, drug taking, and other forms of pornography, a bunch of other stuff you lot are involved in. I'm here to combat it, and I'm going to lead people to the truth and to the light, and we're all going to be better people and have a better society for that. And I think you learned that when you turn the comments off in your little video, that most people understand I'm a force for good, and that hit pieces don't really work because you've lost all credibility in the mainstream matrix mechanisms of the media, unfortunately for you.
I actually have no say of whether the comments are or not, but I think they were turned off because the women were getting harassed.
Is that your excuse?
Well, that's what I think is the reason that they were turned off for. But anyway, regardless, I mean, look, the main reason I'm calling is I want to see whether you were up for doing another interview, not for Vice, but for the BBC.
Why would you want to interview me? I'm a bad person, I thought, according to your little story.
Well, I just try to report both sides of every story, so...
Oh, you do both sides? Is that how you think you work?
Yeah, well, that includes your side as well. So, you know, it was obviously difficult to interview you while you were in jail. Now you're out, you know, we can actually have a chance to hear your side of things.
Problem is, Matt, everyone on the planet wants to interview me. So the question is, why would I choose you when I have unlimited offers from people who are far more successful and better than you at the job? Because I'd be doing, and I'm not trying to disrespect you, I'm being honest, I'd be doing you a favor. Like, Matt, what's your last name? Shay. That name didn't matter until it was associated to mine. You do an interview with me, you matter for a little bit, but I can do an interview with anyone. So why would I do an interview with you? And this is genuinely a question. It's not an insult. I'm actually asking you why I would choose you when I have unlimited offers on the table.
Because we have a history.
We have a history of you doing dishonest journalism on me, so I would choose you. Interesting.
Any journalist that you speak to is going to ask you the similar questions to the ones I asked you.
I have no problem with your questions. Questions are not a problem.
The reason that I want to do an interview with you, and of course you can do an interview with anyone you want, and you know, that's entirely your choice. I'm just, you know, one of the many people asking you, I guess, but we have a history and we got cut short last time, and there are still unanswered questions that I want to put to you. I can only tell you why I want to interview you, you know? Ultimately, it is your choice.
It is my choice, isn't it? I get to choose which reporter in the world, all these reporters who want to say bad things about me, I get to choose which reporter on the planet gets to become relevant via proxy because I am the most relevant person and I get to do the charitable act of allowing somebody to sit next to me and ask me questions. It's kind of interesting. I need to think heavily about it. I can't just give out such a fantastic opportunity to disingenuous nobodies. It's something I need to think about. Do you work for the BBC now or do you work for yourself?
I'm an independent contractor, but it has to be broadcast somewhere, and I think the BBC is where it would go. But one thing I would say though is, I spoke to the sartorial shooter, and he said that one of the things you might want is the chance to film it and record it yourself.
Oh, you mean so you can't edit in stutters like you did with Vice to pretend that I was stuttering when I was answering questions? Is that why?
I don't know what you're referring to.
Yes, you do, Matt.
The algorithm to make you become more famous and more viral.
I'm not an expert on algorithms for social media platforms. I do not have most of them installed on my phone. I cannot control what a 15-year-old Singaporean decides to do when he chops me up and calls me names. I can't control that, and I wouldn't try to.
When you search for your
And I wouldn't try to.
When you search for your name in Google, one of the associated terms, why then have the Romanian police said the investigation is ongoing?
I'm not sure where you got that information from. I'm not sure who said it. Is there some kind of procedure that must be completed? I don't know.
There has been a lot of bad
Procedure that must be completed? I don't know.
There has been a lot of bad
I can't control that, and I wouldn't try to.
When you search for your
Procedure that must be completed? I don't know.
There has been a lot of bad
Let's be honest with each other. We have a history. We're friends now. Don't lie. Stutters were edited in to try and make it look like you stumped me with your asinine questions, which of course is absolutely impossible.
I honestly don't know what you might be referring to is sometimes we cut to B-roll of someone's face when we're editing an interview, because you know we spoke for almost an hour, but it gets cut down to only a few minutes, so there are going to be some edits, and we are going to need to cut to your face at some point.
You dishonestly edited. Okay, we agree.
Well, we edit. I would say we don't dishonestly edit it, but the idea that we would just release an hour-long unedited interview doesn't really make sense, right? Because the whole documentary is only 45 minutes. So, anyway, but the point is, I can't stop you filming in your own home, releasing whatever you want to release, editing it however you want to edit it. I can't stop you doing that. So if that's what you want to do, then you obviously can do it. And then, when people say, oh, Matt, you've unfairly edited this or whatever, you can say, well, here's the full unedited version.
You're right. I can film our interview to protect myself from your dishonest journalism. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm going to think about it, Matt, because I'm the one who matters here. I can sit down with fucking Peter, with Big Bird, Oscar the Grouch. I can sit down with anybody and it'll be the most viewed podcast or interview in the world. So I'm going to think about it.
That's true.
Would you bring me a box of chocolates?
I can bring you a box of chocolates.
If you promise to bring me a box of chocolates, that will increase your chances. And I'll give you an answer within 24 hours. But you have to promise me, Matt. Don't lie to me.
I'll check with my superiors whether I can send you a box of chocolates.
Well, then you check with your boss. You go into your boss's room and ask if you're allowed to spend a large portion of your salary on a 5-pound box of chocolates, and you let me know. And if you can, then I will strongly consider allowing you the opportunity to speak with me.
Are you asking all the journalists to bring you a box of chocolates?
You let me know about the chocolates, Matt. Have a nice day.
Okay.
Right. So, now Matt's going to come back and tell me he's going to buy me a box of chocolates. What Matt doesn't know is that because he's a dishonest journalist, if he agrees to the chocolates, I'll agree to the interview. But I'm not going to show up. What we're going to do is record him standing around waiting for an interview with my box of chocolates. You see, isn't the world beautiful? Vice do a hit piece on Tate. Tate goes to jail. We got him! Release the hit piece! He's in jail! He's never getting out! God releases me. Vice, Matt, BBC, whoever, Matrix agent number 399 begs for another interview, and I end up with chocolates. It's kind of like I never lose.
A few moments later.
Hello, Matt.
I can bring you a box of chocolates.
That's great. Here we are. See, I went to jail. Everyone said Tate's over. His life's done. He's going to go to jail. Turns out I was totally innocent. I've been let free. And now I get chocolates from Vice. Life's looking good.
From the BBC.
Oh, even from the BBC, it's even better. They got bigger budgets. Don't let me down, Matt. Don't be cheap.
So, when works for you?
How soon can you get the chocolates?
As soon as you want.
I'm pretty hungry.
In a couple of days?
Assuming the chocolates are procured. What day is it today? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, something like that. Assuming the chocolates are ready, but it depends who you're going to come with because I need to talk to my lawyer on house arrest, blah, blah.
Friday works. If I need to get permission to visit you from the police, I'm sure I can do that. I can probably do that.
Alan, my lawyer, can handle all that. How many of you are coming?
It would just be 3 people. Me and 2 crew.
You and 2 crew. Okay, let me talk to my lawyer and I'll get back to you.
Okay, great. Hopefully see you soon.
Hopefully.
All right.
Gotcha, bitch! Several days later.
Is Andrew coming out to meet us?
Yeah, who are you?
Matt.
This is Matt, and he looks.
From the BBC?
Alright, I'm gonna let him know.
Okay, great.
Be right back.
Thanks.
Okay.
Good morning.
And you want breakfast?
Yeah, I'll have breakfast because I've got a very important interview today. Breakfast. A very important interview today with a very renowned, esteemed, well-known journalist called Matt Shea. Yeah. As you can see, I'm dressed for the occasion.
I love that shade.
I think you can see him stand outside my house right there.
With his film crew.
With his film crew.
That's interesting.
Where is he? There he is. Here he is up. Please, can I have another interview? Please. Geek! Geek! What a dork! Imagine going to school as a kid.
Okay.
And everyone's like, you're a geek.
Okay.
You're a nerd.
Okay.
You're a dork. And then you grow up. And they were right.
I watched
That's Matt Shay's reality.
I watched one of his interviews about a drug in Colombia. And he was sniffing cocaine in the interview, talking about how the drug people aren't actually that bad. They're the same as the cocaine people. But then he does hit pieces on good people.
Christian, he is a dork, a nerd, and a geek. DNG.
He's DNG!
DNG.
I haven't heard of it. I haven't seen a DNG in person.
And you know what's amazing?
What?
His stupid ass didn't do what me and you would have done. Jump on a jet and fly somewhere. No. He went to the airport, checked in, Wizz Air, economy, put all his bags on the thing, quickly, let's wait in line for security. Went through all that shit at 4 a.m. this morning to come here and stand outside my house like a dickhead.
I wonder how much of his annual salary this cost.
Well, what do you call him? I'll let him know I'm having my breakfast. So he has to fucking wait. Just call me, he certainly will. He's still there. Did he have chocolate?
Andrew, can I say what? Sorry. Why is he here?
To do it?
About?
How about the most famous man in the world, the most influential man in the world who owns the culture, the person who's going to save planet Earth, me. And of course, I decided to choose an interview with him to boost his career because he was so honest the last time I gave him a chance.
So this is Vice episode 2.
Yes, you did. But this time, woo! It's gonna be great.
DNG.
He's the DNG man.
That's not the interview. He has dance.
This is my interview. This is all I have to say to him. Woo!
So I spoke with Andrew. He said he's tired right now.
Okay.
And like to give him his chocolate.
Give him his chocolate.
Yep.
Okay, well, can you tell him we can give it to him once we're sat down to do the interview?
He wants the chocolate now.
He wants the chocolate now?
Yep.
Okay, because I'm a little bit worried that he's just gonna, brag about us bringing him chocolate on Twitter and not actually do the interview.
I don't know. You
So-
have to bring the chocolate first.
Okay, so is he too afraid to come out and say it himself?
No, he's just tired. He's having
tired.
his breakfast now.
Okay, could you do me a favor? Could you ask him if he's scared of doing an interview with us?
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Yep. So he asked you if you are scared to go out and talk to him.
Scared.
Yep.
Is that what he said?
Yep.
It's a good tactic. It's a very good tactic.
Very good tactic.
Now he said I'm scared. I really have to go. I can't just smoke my cigar and ignore him.
Yeah,
Where's my chocolate?
You're definitely going to be more upset at getting called scared than him wasting his entire week.
Correct. Where's
He
my
didn't
chocolate?
want to give you the chocolate now. He wants to get in the house and then.
Well, you can wait a while. Let's give him about 10 minutes.
I think he's beginning to realize it. I think he's beginning to realize the reality of this.
I've got a pretty empty day today. I can't think of anything I'm supposed to do. I mean, I'm already the most famous man in the world.
Okay.
Battle against Shaitan.
Okay.
Already own the culture. We're fighting back against the Matrix. I already know Aikido. You understand? So do my Aikido so quickly that it creates a vortex, like a tornado. It goes high into the sky.
True, you don't just study
I know Aikido.
Yeah.
No, I still got that empty day, so there's nothing to do. There's a D&G outside.
A D&G, yes, on our house.
Look. A D&G. It's been 45 minutes now. Woo! He flew economy, G. With his bags, putting them in the overhead. Sorry, bumping into people. I'm an important interview. I'm a reporter. Sorry for all my bags. I got an important interview. I'm a reporter. Geek! You look like a geek. You're outside my door, looking like a geek.
Fake news media.
They're still there.
He is fake news.
When are we gonna afford a taxi home? Maybe he's stuck there.
I wonder what crappy hotel he's staying in. He's not staying in a good one, is he? I think he now must realize what's happened. I think he now must realize that he's been checkmated in the grand game of life.
They're filming Marina take the trash out. I guess that's the story for Vice. We're recording. They're filming Marina, our housekeeper, take the trash out. I guess that's his Vice story nowadays. Misogynistic influencer Andrew Tate has garbage which he uses to litter the landfills and damage the ozone layer because of global warming. Matt Shea. Fucking nerd. 2 bags of rubbish from his house that contain microplastics. Get a life, you fucking geek! Think about microplastics. Shut the fuck up.
He likes making garbage documentaries, doesn't he?
Fucking nerd.
You could film just the bag of garbage for the entire documentary, and it would still be less garbage than the last one he tried to make.
They're still there.
Oh, have some pride, Matt. Come on.
Yeah, just fuck off, Matt.
Matt's the kind of guy.
Come on, Matt.
Matt's the kind of guy.
Get in your head.
Matt's the kind of guy who will arrange to meet a girl for dinner, show up at the restaurant with his £8.64 in his pocket, ready to try and show her a good time. Her not show up, and him sit at the table for 5 hours. Well, maybe he'll talk to me.
Looks like the kind of guy he is.
Clearly. You know the worst thing? I don't feel sorry for him 1%. Neither should anyone else. These are the worst type of people. They're literally agents of the Matrix.
Agents of the Matrix.
They will edit your speech and cut your sentences up to make it look like you said something different. They will misrepresent you
The Matrix
in the most callous and grotesque and most promiscuous and absorbent manner. And now he thinks that he's going to come here and what? Interview you again.
Matrix agent.
The D&G.
The D&G.
The original D&G.
I like dancing.
We need to get that trending.
Oh, wait, he's calling. Matthew.
Hey, how's it going? How's your breakfast?
It's good, thanks.
Are you gonna let us in to interview you?
I thought I sent someone out to say, come back a bit later. I just woke up.
Oh, okay, yeah, we can come back later. What time works?
What time is it now?
2:15.
2:30?
Perfect, see you then.
Perfect. Ah, Matt, do you have my chocolate?
Yes, I brought you chocolate.
Good, because there's no access to the house without chocolate at 2:30. I want you to know that.
Yeah, well, yeah, let's sit down and have an interview and then you can have it.
No. You don't make the rules around here, young man. You will give me my chocolate before you come into my house at 2:30 when we do our interview.
Whoa. He's...
Woo! You look like a geek! Right. Alright. Now let's see what they do. Let's film them before they get a taxi.
Hi, my name's Matt Shea. I'm standing outside the house of millionaire Andrew Tate. He told me to come back later, and I will. He had bags of trash, and the bags of trash had microplastics, and then
stronger than him ever.
Massage my head, please, because there's a DNG outside, and it's his negative energy. You know what I mean? So just thanks, because of the DNG.
Yeah, it's affecting your brain power.
It's like, I'm so cool, but when a nerd is outside begging at the gate, I'm a nerd, please interview me. Like his patheticness and his insidious weakness is in the atmosphere, and I have to make sure that I channel my chi.
That's why you got to breathe smoke in.
Got to breathe in smoke, massage my super brain to purify my existence, because there's some DNG at my gate who won't give up. Please, let me talk to you. You look like a geek. So get fucked. I finished my lunch, finish my 15th coffee of the day, and continue to conquer the world and be fucking rich.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Some DNG.
Don't end up like a DNG standing outside a man's gate.
That would be horrible. Imagine flying Wizz Air Combi to stand outside a man's gate.
Your only big shot in the world to ever be noticed again.
You look
is that guy to come out.
Like a geek.
And there is less than 0% chance.
The worst thing is I said come back at 2:30 and he arrived on time to the minute.
Mr. Punctual.
Maybe if I get there exactly on time, he'll let me in. You look like a geek. You look like a geek.
We don't hold that word. Just when you thought he couldn't look more geeky.
This is helping. His vibes are being repelled. And my Aikido will not let him poison me. I refuse. It is my life mission to never end up anything like that man.
Yeah.
It is my life's ambition to never be anything like him. And then a little worm who comes along and does hit pieces on people while trying to pretend to be their friend, to try and get hits on the internet. And everyone realizes he's a little worm. And then he's so desperate to matter that he has to beg the same person he betrayed for attention again, because he is a complete dork.
Who would ever talk to him? That's relevant now. No. So, I mean, you're not talking to him, but...
Talk to who? The DNG. Nobody gives a fuck about him. Hi, I'm DNG, can I have an interview? No.
Yeah, no.
You look like a geek.
I'm gonna fly here and I'll consider it.
Keep calling me.
You're busy.
I'm super busy.
I can see you're busy.
I'm working. Repelling his negative organs.
Yeah.
Fucking nerd.
Hey guys.
Hello again.
Yep. Do you have the chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I have the chocolate?
So, look, obviously, what we don't want is to give you the chocolate and not do the interview, right? So, but I know you want to film us giving you the chocolate. So if you or Tate can come up with a way where we're both happy, then let's do it.
You're not gonna get an interview without the chocolate.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So how about if you tell Tate he can come out, and then we can hand him the chocolate as we enter, and you can film it?
Okay, I'm gonna tell him, but he's pretty busy, just so you know.
Busy with what?
With work.
It's not your business. Oh, really?
It's not your business.
Okay, so he wants you to go out and get the chocolate because he's scared he's not gonna get an interview if he's gonna give you the chocolate.
Why didn't you say you will get an interview once you give him the chocolate?
I told him that.
And what did he say?
He wants you to go outside and he can like...
Yeah, keep dreaming, loser.
Andrew, and you either give him the chocolate and you'll have an interview, or you don't and you don't have no interview.
Okay,
So
fine.
yeah.
Deal.
So where's the chocolate?
Where's he?
He's inside.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah.
But you
he
have to
comes
give
out-
him the chocolate first.
Okay, if he comes out, we'll give it to him.
He won't come out. If you give me the chocolate, I'll get the chocolate to him and you'll have an interview.
Your name's Stig, right? What's your name?
I'm Alex.
Alex. Okay,
Yeah.
right. So you're obviously a smart person. You know that if I give you the chocolate, then there's a high chance he'll never come out, right?
But at least it's a chance. If you don't give him the chocolate, you won't have an interview.
Yes, but
At all.
I'm not gonna give him the chocolate and then just risk him not appearing. So what I could do is hand him the chocolate as we walk in. That's a smart idea, right?
No, because he doesn't want that. He wants the chocolate. He's gonna do an interview with you after.
What do you think about all this?
I'm
don't-
outside now.
You don't have any thoughts?
Yeah, no.
What, you don't
Nothing.
have a brain? You can't think?
It's not that. It's just I don't want to get involved in this.
But you are involved. You're literally filming me.
Yeah, I
You
know, but
live
like
with
that,
Andrew Tate and you're
that's
filming
it, you
me.
know.
Okay.
So, anyways,
So what do you do for Andrew Tate? You work for him full time, or?
again, it's just you have to give me the chocolate, or if not,
So what, he just
I'm not
sends
gonna have
you
it.
to ask us to give him chocolate. So what? Does he pay you, or do you work
for
him?
this,
Yeah. How does it work?
no.
So what?
So this is the last time I'm gonna come out.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're either gonna give me the chocolate, I'm gonna give him the chocolate. You'll have an interview. If not,
This is
That's
getting
it.
quite silly, though. Isn't it? I mean, is he gonna do an interview with us even if we gave him the chocolate?
maybe
Maybe.
there is a bigger chance he's gonna do an interview with you if you bring him the chocolate.
I'll call him.
Okay, since he's not picking up.
Hi, Andrew. Look, so I know you want to film. You want to film us giving you the chocolate. So, I'm happy for you to do that. I just, as I'm sure you know, like I don't want to risk a situation where I give you the chocolate and then we don't get in. So why don't we do something like you come out and we speak face to face and I give you the chocolate as we walk in.
I don't think you're a good intentioned actor, Matthew, based on your previous performance.
So I need payment in advance, unfortunately.
Well, look, can you suggest a way in which we can feel some sort of assurance that you're going to speak to us? Like maybe if you come out now and we can hand it to you face to face.
The problem is, last time I trusted you, you acted in bad faith. So this time you must trust me. That's the circle of life. It's the balance of the universe.
Yin and yang, Matthew. You must trust me.
You must place your faith in the top G and hand over the chocolates, the payment for his presence.
And then you will see. Perhaps you'll be rewarded.
But this is
If you have no faith in me at all, despite
Me allowing you unprecedented access to my private network and home in which you were a bad faith actor, if you still are scared about losing your heavy financial investment of £6 in a box of chocolates, then you will not get your interview.
Well,
it's a hard line, Matthew.
the thing is,
line that will not break.
I'm
And a principle.
a journalist.
Give Alex the chocolate!
You can't just assume that if you're nice to someone that they're gonna not betray you. I mean, a journalist, their job is to report on the truth. Imagine a world in which just because someone let you into their house, they didn't report on the truth about you. I mean, that would be insane. The problem is, it's becoming quite obvious that you're afraid of doing an interview with us.
You are one pathetic loser.
Okay, how about one square of chocolate?
Half later.
No.
Half
No,
an hour.
have
Seems
to
like a
give.
fair trade.
That's
No.
fair. Well, all he said is give you chocolate, right? So if you give you a square of chocolate,
No. Okay. See you.
1 hour later.
Yes, Matt.
Hi, Andrew. Yes, so I've just been interviewing your fans outside. They all have been saying very nice things about you. One guy who you helped get over his weed addiction. Another guy who's come all the way from Miami.
I'm a nice guy, Matt. You didn't know?
Well, look, you know, it is frustrating that I can't give you these chocolates because I literally have no choice in the matter. I'm bound by, like you said, my boss. If there's any, you know, way that you can think of where I can come in and hand them to you as I walk in or anything, then that would be great. Otherwise, I don't know.
Otherwise what, Matt? What happens?
Maybe just you'll have to let me know when maybe you're next free or something.
Do I miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime?
No, I mean, you'll probably be able to get an interview with other media outlets, I'm sure, but I do think the BBC is a really big and important platform. And I think that
Probably.
it's different.
Probably.
Well, yeah, sure. Definitely.
That's right. Let's be professional. Let's be clever with our language here. Let's be on point. I can definitely get another interview. And I can get another interview with the BBC. I can just say, send someone else. They'll do anything I want.
They probably would want to send me. That's the but.
Do you want to test that theory, Matthew?
Yeah. No, you can. You can honestly. If you go to them, they will say, well.
You're telling me, Andrew Tate, the most famous man in the world, can't get an interview with the BBC unless you're involved. Is that the level of hubris you operate under?
I've come here, but wait, just so okay. Look, the other thing is because of the fact that we have this sort of, for better or for worse, reputation where somehow, you know, we've become sort of internet nemesis, even though that's not how I see it, then it probably would be reach a much wider audience and be viewed and talked about a lot more. That's just the brass tacks of it, is what I think. So, you know, if there's any way, even if you want to do like a quick one through the gate, like I think that would be great. But it's, yeah, my hands are tied re the chocolate situation. But I don't know if you have any suggestions.
No, I don't want to do a quick interview. I want to do an in-depth, detailed interview. My first interview under house arrest is going to be world-breaking. It's going to be massive, perhaps the biggest internet interview of the year, perhaps of the decade. I own the culture, and I want to do it properly. But I can't do it without the energy, which will be procured from chocolate. And then I'll feel confident within myself to get the energy required to deal with the fake news media.
But when I come through the door from that point there, I'm pretty sure that I can just give them to you. So then you will have them. I'm still bowing down to your demand there. I think that's a pretty good deal.
I'm a fair man, Matt. Unlike you, I do not do snakery. I do not do tricks and games. I do not pretend to be someone I'm not. We are very different people. I have given you a very fair and simple parameter. You can decide if you want to comply or if you want to fly home again. I'm sure that they flew you on a private jet. They flew you on a jet, right?
You said that you didn't care if it was a hit piece or whatever. All I said was I was doing an objective documentary the whole time, and I want you to give you the chance to give your side of the story. That's why I'm...
Oh, you're giving me a chance. You're such a nice guy. Thanks.
Listen, these accusations are coming out regardless.
What accusations? What, the same girls from 10 years ago who got disproved? Do you think anyone cares about that? Please, Matthew, you're not giving me a chance. I'm giving you a chance. I've given you a very fair parameter. It's a parameter that you can either adhere to or you can go home and fly home economy on Wizz Air. I don't give a fuck. It's up to you. Stop calling me. You know the parameter. You decide. Thank you.
So,
Where's your private jet?
I don't have a private jet. But look, I know it didn't work out this time. Let me know if you ever want to do it again in the future. And while we didn't, manage to film an interview, obviously we have the phone calls that we had outside your house, and I guess we can use those unless you've got an issue with that.
Yeah, I do have an issue. I haven't signed a consent form.
Okay, well, in that case, I guess let me know if you change your mind at any point. Maybe in May, like your lawyer said, we can do another interview.
Perhaps, but yeah, I didn't sign a consent form, and it's a shame the BBC with their big budgets made you fly economy Wizz Air. That must be very annoying for you to fly in and out for no reason. I feel sorry for you, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a struggle. It's a struggle out here.
You'll survive. I win.
Suck it.